But again, man, show all love, man. All ball. It's all love. You know what time it is? It ain't Sunday, but it's Monday. Happy New Year
Happy New Year.
to you and yours.
Indeed.
From Dime Dropper to my left, under him, pause, is yo, 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 all ball. To his right, are we live?
Flay, I'm here.
Mis- Mr. Flea himself. And you know, I'm favoring perspective, expected, so accepted. I'm a little, my tone is too down because the Knicks just kicked some. You know what? We're going crazy. Debut of OG Anunoby. Danny Berry, I see you. Oh, we got a Knicks jersey today. Oh, we got a fresh V-neck today. Yo, today's a popping to the Knicks one. What's going on today, baby? Who's going first? What?
I want one of you guys to go. I want one of you guys to go first, but I want you guys to tell me your initial reaction to the actual trade happening, because we didn't actually get this on record for the four sportsmen, for the audience. I need to hear you guys' reactions, because RJ Barrett, third. How many conversations have we had about this guy over the years? Did the Knicks fans defending him? Is he a bust? Is he this third pick? And the Knicks have basically said, you know what, we're over RJ Barrett. Thoughts?
I think Old Bull got to go on first.
Well,
we heard from me and Flea.
Yeah. Well, for me, I was excited to see the Knicks actually pull a trigger, and make a smart move. Like I said, nothing against RJ, but his duration with the Knicks, not an all-star, never came close to being an all-star, and just too inconsistent. Never worked on his game. I don't even think he looked to ever be decent defensively. So I always said his number was up. Quickly, if we could have kept Quickly, okay, but I'm not mad because now we don't have to overpay him. But I was ecstatic because once again, I keep breaking it down. To win in the NBA today, you need 3-and-D guys. You need PJ Tuckers. You need Bruce Browns. You need those guys. The Draymond Greens. I'm not saying OG is as good as those guys, but a guy that can lock down or play good defense on these 3s and 4s, that's just out of this world today, and can also knock down a 3, who's also tough physically and mentally. If you don't have those guys on your team, you're not winning. So for me, I was ecstatic, and I'm just so happy that Phil Jackson tried to ruin us. Clutch Sports is trying to ruin us, but we get through the fire, baby. And like I said, the rumor is over. People want to come to play for New York. People want to come and play for the Knicks. Y'all seen what OG said. Quote, yo, man, I watched that team. I was excited. I like how they play. Once again, very ecstatic, very happy. And this is just the beginning. Like I said, it doesn't mean we're going to win a championship today, but we're moving in the right direction. And finally, the Knicks have something to be happy about.
So you really think this is definitely an upgrade, no question?
Yes. Why wouldn't it be? It showed it today. We beat the best team in the NBA with one of the best young players in the league, period. Yes.
All right, Flea, what were your thoughts on RJ? I feel like you were a little more patient with them than
I've tried to be patient with RJ. I think this is year 5 for RJ. I don't think he's done anything for me that's put me in a position that says, yes, he's going to help me win going forward. I don't think he meshes well with Julius Randle. Fabian's been saying that for a long time. I think that's clear. He doesn't mesh well with Julius Randle. And over the last year and a half, I don't think he's meshed well with Jalen Brunson either. So I think, a guy that's wanted a higher role in our offense, RJ is a guy that needs the basketball. Like, he doesn't play very well off the ball. He's not a catch and shoot guy. He's really a guy that if he gets it going downhill, then he starts hitting shots. But he's not going to get those looks when Jalen Brunson has the ball and Julius Randle has the ball. So it's more about fit for me. Like, I don't like seeing Emmanuel Quickly leave, but I also know that I don't know if I'm comfortable with paying Emmanuel Quickly the same amount, if not more, than my starting point guard. Like, he was going to have to get paid between 20 to 25 million per year. Brunson is on a friendly deal right now. He's really outplaying his deal, but the fact still remains is that we're paying Brunson a little over $20 million a year. I don't think I would want to pay Quickly, who is not going to start for us. We know that. Even if we do pay him this summer, he's not going to start us. But he will start somewhere else. Somebody else can pay him. He's going to be a really good player. I do hate to see him go. But what we do get back, OG Anunoby, low maintenance guy, a guy that's not going to be looking for shots, a guy that's going to hit open shots. I've been saying this to Fabian for a second now. That he shoots over 40% from corner threes. He's shooting like 45% from corner threes. And today you could see that with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson getting downhill to the rim. They kicked it out to him for a couple corner threes today. So OG, another guy that could sit in the chair. This is an all NBA defender. This is a guy that, you know, when we got guys that is kicking our ass on the other end, he's going to step out there and really defend. Anthony Edwards was great today. But OG was really sitting in the chair, defending well, getting timely stops, shit like that, right? So I love the addition of OG. You know, I don't know what we're gonna get from Precious. You know, he's gonna be, his number's gonna be called at some point because Hartenstein can't play all those minutes at the 5. Somebody's gonna have to, you know, play behind him. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I like the trade. Obviously, it feels good today because we got a win and we got to see what it looks like. But even before today, I was saying to Fabian, and I was saying to two, I like the trade. I think for us going forward, you know, we won. You know, other point real quick, we're gonna have to pay OG. That's the only thing that makes this, you know, what we're gonna look. How's the deal really look? You know, I don't know how to give it a grade yet, but you know, at the end of the season when we, you know, finish up and see where we at, then I'll be able to grade it. So that's how I feel about it.
I mean, everything y'all said, we feel the same way, except the Emmanuel Quickly thing. For me, how people feel about RJ Barrett, that's how I feel about Emmanuel Quickly. Two knows that. We've been to games, and I'm like, he should be starting. Like, there's alongside Jalen Brunson, he plays defense. He got better every season. It's hard for him, who holds the ball out also. He needs the ball in his hands to play alongside Brunson and Julius Randle. But I just respect how he got better, man. He just got better every year. He went from hitting just 3-point shots from the top of the key. I ask Flea all the time. He swears he had a crossover coming in the league. I never seen Emmanuel Quickly with a crossover to this day. He has his handle got better, but that's just a testament to who he is. He's not really Maxey, his best friend, I think it is, or Tyrese Maxey in Philadelphia. But that's the guy I feel bittersweet about in the trade. We had to let go. The way y'all felt about RJ Barrett, I got sick of it. I got sick of his stands. You guys got on my nerves, acting like he got better every season. He didn't. When he flat out didn't. My biggest concern is going to be OG Anunoby replaces RJ Barrett. But what RJ Barrett did do was spell Julius Randle and Brunson with the second unit. He would play with the second unit a lot. That's how I knew he wasn't that good. Because if you're that great, why aren't you killing the second unit for the other teams? That was his role. OG ain't doing that. So maybe Randle can play more minutes against the other team's second unit. And of course, doubling down on what Flea said, the corner three is that left side corner three, Flea. He shoots 49% from, 48% from. And remember, that left side, that's where, if I'm not mistaken, Julius Randle loves kicking that ball out to that spot. Brunson. He hit 2 of them threes this year, and Brunson. But more so Julius Randle because he's left-handed. Right. And just the combination of RJ Barrett, I've seen him try to play defense. It just wasn't. People try to call him an all defensive player his first 2 seasons in the league. I was disgusted with that. Like, this is not all defensive. You guys are stands, bro. It is what it is. OG Anunoby, we see what all world defense looks like on the first game. So we don't even have Mitchell Robinson back. Like, they were saying, Thibodeau was saying, Hart is our best on-ball defender. This is going to be 2 guys who can spell in that. Grimes is a great defender as well. Remember, the one thing that I've been saying that I hated was how you got Tibbs there. He's a defensive coach, but you don't have him with defensive players. We got Mitchell Robinson, we got Hart, Grimes, and now we got the ultimate version of that we've acquired so far. So, and the other thing is, yeah, we are missing bench scoring because of IQ. But I think what's even bigger than that is, one thing that terrifies me is when we were in the crowd to that day in Madison Square Garden. When Josh Hart grabs that rebound and dribbles down court, I get a heart attack every time. We don't have that second ball handler. We need that.
But it's like a gift and a curse with that, because if you're watching Josh Hart today, he's getting the ball and getting it up. It's a difference when he's dribbling, right? It's one difference when he's kicking it up. Yeah, that's the difference.
Get it and go. Yeah.
If he can get it out his hands and get it up the floor, good things happen. But when he starts pounding that shit and then gets to the paint and doesn't know if he wants to lay it up or kick it or do whatever, we get into trouble with that. He sometimes turns the ball over. But I like when he gets the rebound and really gets it up the floor.
And looks, yes.
The dude crashes the boards like he's 6'10". Like, I love how he crashes the backboard, right? You know, like, and he's everything but 6'5", 6'6", maybe. Like, but he rebounds.
I would probably say about 6'4". I don't even think.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Right. But he plays like he's 6'10", right? So I love that part about him. That bench scoring that you was talking about, Fabian, where we're going to be missing from IQ getting, 15. He's averaging 15 off the bench, but he's, good for 20 off the bench. If that, like, we're going to have to get that by committee now. We're going to have to get that by increased minutes from Grimes. We're going to have to get that from Josh Hart. We're going to have to get that from OG. Like, we're going to have to make that up by committee. But the way we look defensively today.
DiVincenzo also, they all got to chip in to cover for what we're going to be missing quickly.
I didn't know he was as good of a shooter as he is. Like, he can
DiVincenzo?
he can really shoot the basketball. I didn't know
he's shooting the best of his career though. Now he's at 44% this year. The highest he shot before was 37. But it's that I think it's that catch and shoot. He's shooting like 5 a game. He's crazy. DiVincenzo's money right now.
I did not know that he could shoot the basketball the way he that basketball.
Look where he came. Look where he came from.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So he was getting open shots all day because you got to guard Stephen Clay. But Fleet, I want to say something real quick, and I want Dom to respond as well. What you said was a great point. Do you think Quickly had to go only because we got Brunson for a bargain? What you said was beautiful, and I didn't hear nobody say that. For us to be getting Brunson for a little bit over 20, it's no way in the world we pay Quickly that. If we had Brunson at top market like all these other guys, 30, 35, you think we still keep Quickly?
I think we more. I think if from my vantage point, I would be more comfortable than paying him what he is worth. Like he has earned a $20 to $25 million, per year contract. He's gonna get $100 million from somebody, maybe, right? He's gonna get that somewhere. So I just think logically you can't do that because he's never gonna be in the starting role with us ever. Not playing with Tibbs. He's not. Tibbs is never going to upgrade his role to a starting role too. He's not going to do that shit. As much as we may think that may look good, that's still a smaller backcourt, but Tibbs is not going to start him. Grimes will start over him. DiVincenzo will start over him. We'll even start Josh Hart before we even think about starting IQ. And you can't do that to a guy that could really go to. There's a couple. Toronto's going to start him. He's going to be the starting. They're going to give him the ball in his hands and let him go. He's gonna have to battle with Schroeder, but what's the upside on that? Who do you want going forward? Do you want IQ? Do you want Schroeder? I don't know. So, hit that role somewhere else is gonna fit for him. Not with New York, unfortunately.
Hey, Dom, your thoughts when you seen the news that the Knicks made a trade, and then also when you seen who they traded away and traded for? What was your thoughts?
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked because the Knicks and their fans. Like all the talk about RJ Barrett, like let's be real, a lot of it's just hope, like hoping he can get better and hoping he can improve. Because in 2022, I told Fabian that I think he's going to be an all-star one day because he played really well against LA teams that year. He was just getting into the paint better than I've ever seen him, and his finishing had come a long way. And defensively, he was doing a really solid job as well. But then last year, he didn't get any better. It felt like, if anything, he got maybe a little bit worse. And then this year is exactly the same as last year. Look at his stats. You guys basically hit the nail on the head with everything. But as Flea said, he's not very good off the ball because he only shoots 33% from 3. And then on the ball, he's not that great either. Like, he's not some great passer. He has no ISO package like that for real. Like, he has the occasional nice drive to the basket or like attacks a closeout nice. But for a number 3 pick, for a guy that was a top 2 player in his high school class, so far he looks like kind of a bust. And I mean, what else would I say about it?
No. I'm shocked that you said that because I know like I said, I've never really heard you because you respect the game
Right.
like I've seen no other. So I'm saying for you to say that, that's like wow, because I know how you are about the game of basketball.
He shoots poorly from everywhere. As Fabian said, defensively, it's nothing special there. And like, he seems like he's honestly a hindrance in the half court offensively sometimes more than he helps Brunson and Randall. And OG Anunoby is just a better player for what the Knicks want. Like, if they want to get closer to a championship goal, I think OG Anunoby is a guy that can be in your rotation and honestly start to win a championship. The only thing that I find interesting,
he's only 26, Don.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got his best years ahead of him too. My only thing with OG is that he said apparently that he wanted a bigger offensive role, but he's still going to be the number 3 sitting in the corner here. So I don't know if he's going to get that or if that's even true.
I think he's lying. I think that's all that clutch, that whole like that's a real war going on, bro. Like him leaving clutch and then going to CAA, and then him saying, I'll take a bigger role, but I'll take less money if I go to New York. Like he flat out said that. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
And I mean, let me ask you AllBall. Actually, I'm gonna finish before I ask you. But RJ Barrett to Toronto, I think it's an interesting prospect for them getting, a homegrown kid, and now he doesn't have the same pressure on him as New York. So he might get a chance to really blossom next to Scotty Barnes. Who knows? I mean, for a team that has spacing issues, though, I don't know if that's going to help too much. However, I think the only tough part for the Knicks was Emmanuel Quickley, as you guys mentioned. I mean, he was one of the best bench players in the NBA, and now he's going to really get a chance for Toronto to blossom. As Flea said, he's going to start. So I think it's honestly one of those trades that's a win-win, kind of like Sacramento and Indiana. I mean, time will tell, but it looks like a win-win so far to me. Knicks also get a little bit of front court depth with Achua because they lost Mitchell Robinson for the year and lost Obi Toppin in the offseason. So I think it honestly makes you guys a little bit better this year. But I do kind of agree with some of the guys in our chat that are haters in the sense that I don't think it's a needle mover, but I think, as I do kind of agree with AllBall, though, if you get a 1A guy, like Becky Hammond was saying, make Brunson that number 2, Randall number 3, OG in that starting lineup, and Mitchell Robinson, I think you guys are a championship contender. I think it's one superstar away because I think OG is one of those guys that you want to put around a team that's ready to get to the promised land. And, oh, yeah, I watched the whole game today. What a great debut. I mean, I was shocked looking at the box score that Anthony Edwards had 35 points. He was getting clamped.
Hey, what did I say, too? What did I say?
Yeah, you said
Edwards went crazy today. But it didn't feel like that because OG was sitting in that fucking chair and had him in hell. It made him work for everything today, man.
First and third quarters, it says, is the only ones that Ant got off. Like he got off in those two, and then the other ones kind of quiet. But I was impressed with OG's discipline on defense. And here's the thing. We talk about RJ Barrett getting less hype. The name OG Anunoby is going to be mentioned more than ever before. His popularity is going to go through the roof now that he's like the main defensive stopper on a good Knicks team. Also,
that's a dope point down.
Yeah,
random side note. Listening to OG Anunoby talk, I was shocked last summer when I heard his voice. I just didn't expect him to sound like that. It's really funny.
I just posted that. You saw that when I posted that?
So funny.
I thought it was Drake.
Last summer they asked him like what he did during the summer that like was good, and he was just like, take some walks, I just started laughing.
What I said, low maintenance, super
low maintenance for sure. So good for you guys. And honestly, I'm just really happy that I don't have to listen to the RJ Barrett conversation anymore. It was getting really annoying. I mean, the guy is he's not fun to watch. He's just hyped up because he's in New York and he was so hyped up in college. Like that. Is RJ going to take a leap? Is RJ going to take a leap? I'm guessing you guys are sick of this too. Thank God we're done with that.
I'm cool on it now. I was holding up.
I think
for a while. I'm cool on it.
It's funny because me and Flea gave him his props when the season first started. He was going crazy, and then once he died off, it was like Flea.
Yeah,
this is what we see every year. Same thing. He does that. Then the next minute, so it's like, yeah. But it wasn't no it was just a realization. Like Randall came off the surgery, and then he was starting to hold in. And it was like, all right, made it. I have to give Randall his props. That's the other thing. We have to.
He's been amazing. He's been amazing.
Yeah. This year,
Randall was
far,
so good today, by the way. So good. And he did the same thing against Minnesota last year. Remember, we all did the live together, and he was killing, but you guys lost that game.
But he closed
right
like that and one at the end, and he was flexing like that's what we're talking about. That's what I mean by that having that much talent.
He was dog walking Cat in that fourth quarter, like down the
all game.
But like when it mattered most, Faye, like to close it out because they did close the gap, and the game it was a game now. Now we got to close this game out. He was going at Cat. I said yes, kill him. He wasn't settling. You feel what I'm saying? Like when Randall settles for that three, it's like don't take that shot. Go at them. Everything was at the rim. Everything was getting to the free throw line. He was punishing them around the rim. Like I love when he plays like that.
Well, he played. Hold on, Don. He played like a number one because we went through a stretch. We missed every single shot, and I'm like, yo, first time in my life, I said, yo, where's Randall? He came into the game. Shot clock winding down. He got into it. What I loved is that what we usually hate, Don. He pump fake, got his own shot, top of the key. Hit a 2-point shot to get them going, and he had like 6 or 8 straight points. It was amazing. He was the number one guy today. So I disagree with you guys though. I don't want to see a 1A guy because that might mean it throws everything off. I don't know who this 1A guy is gonna be, but you might have to reconstruct the whole lineup. No, I want to see the Mikal Bridges come over here, the Siakams, get the low maintenance number 2 guys. I'm sick of them. Brunson's mentality is the exact mentality everybody has on this team, and that's what I want.
Well, you know what? Just real quick, I'm sorry to cut y'all off. I just want to say, I've been tough on Randall. And you know me, I got to keep it real as much as I can. This year, he's been nothing less than excellent. I have to give him props.
Wow.
Yeah, on the court. At times, I still see a little bit of the attitude, but it's nowhere near how it was last year. I think I told Fabian last year sometime, I don't think RJ and Randall got along and liked each other on the court and off the court. Just me watching the game, they body language and things of that nature. But this year, Randall's been excellent. But let me just say this to all the Knicks haters, right? This is not a move. See, when people say, oh, this don't move the needle. Once again, give us the same patience y'all give every other organization. Let us work and get right. I like what Fabian said. Maybe we could try to build like the Detroit Pistons, the Chauncey built-up Detroit Pistons, where we don't have that super duper star, but we got a whole bunch of guys that's super tough and they buy in to the system. But I'm still saying, if we can get a Siakam right now, right, with a healthy Mitchell Robinson and Fleet, I'm big on, we need a shooter. We still need a solid knockdown shooter that we could probably get for cheap. I think we championship contention because let me just tell y'all this. As long as Middleton is not as healthy as we think he is, I'm a little bit afraid of Milwaukee, but I'm more afraid of Philly because Embiid is literally a force you can't stop. I'm not afraid of Boston. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to make a post. Jason Tatum has been getting a lot of help his whole NBA career, and he hasn't won yet. So let me say this again. That organization has done any and everything for him, surrounded him with everything. You do that for my Knicks, Flea. That's what the league is scared of, bro. Only Knicks fans support Knicks fans. You see what they trying to do to us. Yeah. They trying to sabotage us. That's why we get that one player, bro. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I think I love what Fabian is saying in terms of being patient and going and getting the low maintenance guys, going and getting the guys, that are gonna play for the team, right? All of that kind of stuff. But we all know, and I think Dom can appreciate this too because he, does his homework on the early years of the NBA. Like you need that star. Right? You need that star to win championships. Like you need that guy that's going to take you over the hump. There's very few teams that you can look at over the course of maybe 40, 50 years of this thing where there's teams that are just because they played so well together that they won. usually the team that has the best player wins. It just there's a lot of times it just works out like that. Joker has been the best player. They won last year, right? Like a lot of times it just works like that. So all I'm saying is that if we can get that type of guy, that we can add that's seamless, right? Because not every superstar is seamless where you add them in and it's like, okay, you add them and it doesn't change things. Fabian is saying we add that guy, it could switch up the chemistry. I totally agree with that. But then there are superstars that you just drop them in any situation and it's like, okay, they're gonna fit in regardless of how things go. So if we could get a guy like that, I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna throw no names out there because I don't know who that is. But I like how we building this shit. This shit looks good. Whatever we do this year, hopefully we don't get a first round exit. We can build on last year. But whatever we do with it this year, like I don't think we can say anything bad about the Knicks. Everybody's like, this is not a needle mover. What is the expectation? I don't understand. We allow us to build just like everybody else allows them the other organizations to build. That shit doesn't make sense to me.
And Flea, I disagree with that. How can you say it's not a needle mover when did RJ Barrett or IQ, who I love, did they play defense like this? No way.
No, that's what I agree.
Like, how can you say it?
But you're losing something too.
Yeah, 1,000.
Emmanuel quickly.
We're losing, right? But he doesn't bring enough offense to justify him keeping him for that much money. Like, and it's not seamless. Once again, OG Anunoby fits seamlessly with Thibodeau's style. Like that's what, like, to Flea's point.
But are you still are you beating one of those top four in your opinion because of this?
I think we have a better
a better chance.
Oh, yes. I agree with better chance, but that's what they mean by not moving the needle.
Yeah, I think we have a better chance now because now you have a guy out there. We're talking about an all NBA level defender, right? He was second team all NBA last year in terms of defense. In all the defensive statistical categories, he's top 5 in all of them, maybe even number 1. He led the league last year in steals, right? Now, this is not somebody that's just like playing passing lanes.
Right,
this is a guy that
playing defense
that I keep repeating to is sitting in the chair and is going and getting stops.
Yeah.
Fabian, I'm telling you,
I wanted you to say it. I wanted you to say sitting in the chair,
just shooting out the passing lanes and playing help defense. This is a guy that knows how to defend 1 through 5. He was literally defending and getting timely stops against Karl Anthony Towns today. They had him on. They switched him on Gobert, and he was getting stops on Gobert. Like this is a high level defender. Come on, y'all.
But Flea, I laugh, right? We're the only organization that we make a trade for a better player, and people shoot it down.
Who's shooting it down?
Everybody.
No,
they're not.
Kidding me?
It's not a needle mover.
That's different than it's shooting it down. On Twitter, it seems like most people think it was a good move for the Knicks. My Twitter, at least.
Man, you crazy? You want to see my DMs and when I went in live, what everybody was saying? It was ridiculous.
These are.
But is it like reasonable? Is it a reasonable even like argument? Because that's my thing. Like the whole needle mover thing. Like we just killed that whole argument. Like even if
you didn't kill anything.
But forget about.
Gives you a better chance. Gives you a better chance to beat these teams, but I'm still not going with it, and you're still not going with it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all not being fair. Once again, hold on. We know who the big dogs are, right? Like it's not. We know. We ain't got to even say the names. But we're an organization that usually we don't make the smart move. We either stay pat or we do something silly. Once, so far, in a long time, we've made right moves. We got Brunson.
Is this Leon Rose that we're thinking for this?
No, I don't know who to think. I don't know.
When he came in is when you guys started doing okay.
Okay, right. But what I'm saying is we got Brunson. We kept Mitchell Robinson when people try to say he wasn't happy and he was on the trade block. And we seen how he progressed. And then now we made a move and got OG. So my whole thing is when people say, we know what they mean when they say, oh, you didn't move the needle. People was thinking we still as stupid Knicks fans that's thinking because we got OG, now we going to win a championship. No, It's a race. It's not a sprint. Listen, man. We have to be patient. Now, next year. Listen.
I'm glad you said that too.
Yeah, like
patient is not championship now because
but we moving in the right direction, Fleet.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
and that's what I'm saying. And everybody, not you, Don, but like I said, everybody I know, they laugh at this. And people really have the nerve to say we did too much or this was bad. And it's just like, what? But once again, if this was a trade with OG to somewhere else, people would be ecstatic. But because it's the Knicks, the hate will forever be.
You know where if he would go, they will go crazy. You know where. We'll get to that in a second. But real quick, real quick, again, this is my thing with the Orlando Magic statement that I made, and they're proving me wrong. They pissing me off. But it's not that the Orlando Magic are ready for the championship or the Knicks right now ready for a championship. No, the Celtics might not want to see you in round number 2 or 1 because you got a guy that could X out our number 1, and that ruins everything. Like, imagine us playing the Nuggets right now or 2 weeks ago. That would be horrible. But now we got a guy that could X out Jamal Murray. Now, Joker, go do all the work. We didn't have that before. Nothing like that. And we haven't even gotten Mitchell Robinson. Like, how can you forget that Mitchell Robinson is hurt and he's coming back next year? And he's another defender. Like, that makes so when we like, that's the crazy part to me. Like, moving the needle. Like, again, I disagree. That is moving the damn needle.
Yo, we missing our best offensive rebounder, who's the best in the game.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So you want to, like Flea said, there's outlier teams that win the championship without that superstar guy, like the Pistons in 04 and whatnot, the 79 Sonics. So, okay, who is one guy that you replace Quentin Grimes with in the starting lineup that you think is like a star caliber guy, but obviously not a superstar, that gets you a chance to compete for a championship similar to that Pistons team? You said Mikal Bridges, but is that feasible?
I'll say DeMar DeRozan because he's going to be cheap. If we talking, for me, if we talking realistic, listen, no, hold on. You asking the question. I'm saying if we're talking realistic, like I said, of course we want the big dogs, right? But if we could get DeMar DeRozan for nothing, and y'all see what he still can do on the court, he's still respected. He's still tough offensively. He can hit big shots. He gonna hit big free throws. I'm saying for me, he's a big shooting guard that still has to be guarded.
Let me ask you a question.
Scrub.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel confident when Julius Randle shoots open threes?
No.
Okay.
He shot 2 air today.
Would you be confident with DeMar DeRozan shooting open threes?
You saw it, baby.
DeMar DeRozan.
That was bad.
But DeMar DeRozan doesn't have to shoot threes.
He doesn't to be successful. But my thing is, in today's NBA, I don't know if 3 non-shooters from like 3 is ideal in the starting lineup.
Hold on, but
I'm not big on. I'm not a biggest 3-point shooting guy.
But again, he caught you with that one, ball. Because again, that's not the point that we're trying to make. You can't just implement somebody and we take it over the top. That's any top 10, 15, 20 player. Of course they affect the game like that. That's not how I see this going. You have to continue to add players that bring in that sort of culture, bro. You need 2 or 3 more guys to continue.
Hold on, Fabian. No, he didn't get me. Let me make myself clear.
Yeah.
Let me make myself clear. If we got Mitchell Robinson fully healthy with the team we have right now, and we can get DeMar DeRozan for nothing, I'm saying we competing for a championship with them big dogs. Yes, I am. But if we have to lose guys and we unhealthy, that's just my opinion.
He's not a free agent, is he?
If you can put out there Brunson at the 1, DeMar at the 2, OG at the 3, Randall at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5, and we still got Hartenstein, Hart, Grimes, and them guys coming off the bench, you damn right I'm saying we just as good as Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly.
You're gonna have if that's what we want, Debo, you're gonna have to. Somebody's gonna, Chicago's gonna want something out of that. I don't know. Is
that it, Flea? You think that's it? DeRozan? He puts you in that conversation with these guys?
No, I don't think that puts us in a conversation, but I do think that gives us another capable scorer, another capable guy that could go create offense for himself. I would be forced to say that he'd have to buy in on playing defense, because that's what our calling card is right now. Like when we strap in and defend, we're one of the best, one of the better teams in the league. So if he came over, he would have to defend. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who I want is really not feasible, but I think that the player that I want is a guy that's just a shooter, fully championship bred type guy.
Right.
Like I know that like Klay Thompson could never be a Knick, but Klay Thompson's the type of guy.
Flea, that's who I want. Flea.
That I would.
That's how I know you, my brother. I want to say Klay, but I was answering Dom's question to where something that's feasible and realistic.
Right.
Remember, Klay wants top dollar.
Right. Like
Mikal Bridges is
Klay
top dollar.
If Klay was to take a pay cut and want to play with the Knicks,
right,
like that type of player, I think will put us. If to answer Don's question, if him, yes, I think we would be in a conversation of being one of those upper echelon players just for what he would bring. Just not about how great Klay is now and being who he was 5-6 years ago. I'm not saying that, but being able to shoot it the way he does, being able to, the IQ, having that championship pedigree, all that. Like we need somebody like that is what I'm saying.
Let's read some comments.
Yeah.
For the next topic.
Yeah, let's get
so,
let's
do it.
Before we get into OG's favorite topic.
Stoxinio. Hi everyone. What's up, Stoxinio? HSL. Happy to catch one of these lives. Sending love from the UK. Let's go, OG.
From the UK.
Love.
Welcome, HSL. HSL, you think UK basketball boost attempts will success? I love the way he talks.
DP.
Yo, Daniel Barry, yes, sir. Possibly Stocks. The folk, when did this game start? LOL. It was like an early game, huh?
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock Eastern. Bones got busy. Shout out Bones got busy. One of our mods says, my boy. The deep Knicks on shadows discussed this on the day trade was made, by the way. What is that? Happy New Year. Oh, what's up, Jabari? For Sportsmen.
Happy New Year.
Honestly, the Knicks will never make it far with Tibbs as head coach. He sticks with the same lineups in a system that doesn't work.
That's not true. That's not. You saw today what happened when he put Hartenstein in the lineup immediately. He tried to chew for a second. He got him up out of there in that fourth quarter. So I can't agree with that. And again, real quick, please, my bad. We gave props to Randall. We didn't give props to Leon Rose and Thibodeau.
And Isaiah Hartenstein, who blocked Rudy Gobert 3 times today. Thank you very much. Yeah, put a huge smile on my face. He posted a picture on Instagram of him blocking Gobert. I had to put it on my story.
I think he's leading the league in offensive rebounds since Mitchell went down. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta go check that. But again, Leon Rose and these guys have, they've done their job. I didn't believe in Julius Randle before. They're making me sort of a believer. They brought in OG. They traded these guys for OG. You got Josh Hart. The whole Kentucky CAA conspiracy World Wide West thing is working. We have not felt as good about the Knicks. Even when we got Melo, it was still like, yeah, but Isaiah Thomas, same thing. It was always like we feel really good about what they're doing. And even throughout the doubt, he still doesn't talk to the media, which is crazy. But you still have to give him leeway because they are like, you got to give him his props for this, man. And Thibodeau.
All right.
Playing well.
Knicks one piece away, and that piece will land after Knicks draft Bronny, Stoxinio says.
Yo, Tool, stop being a Knicks fan. That nigga get.
That's like,
hey, AllBall. That's like me with James Harden. That exact same feeling. Flea, the voice of reason. Says Fish.
That would be crazy. I would pay for the Clippers to win the championship with James Harden getting the game winner and LeBron coming to the Knicks and dunking it for the game winner and two and all that reaction.
The best. What's up, Michael? He says the best b-ball talk is back, baby. The 4 Sportsmen are the best because they just don't talk b-ball. They educate and entertain. Thank you,
Michael.
Followed us on Instagram. He's a cool dude.
That's him.
Yeah.
With the eyes, you creep me out, Mike. That kind of threw me off. I was looking at my phone like, who is this?
Yeah.
He loves Paul George. He's a Clipper fan.
Yeah, good dude.
Fish said the left corner 3 is easy for a right-handed shooter. The side of the backboard is not an issue. Regular season, this trade makes no difference until after the draft and summer signings.
Here we go.
I like the Knicks move. Get far away from Barrett. I'm sure Knicks got another move they're going to make.
I hope so.
Dom, this made no difference, but we just closed out a game against the number 1 team in the league. Sure.
Yeah.
And
I would say Minnesota. I've now watched them play a couple times. They're just a better version of last year. They're not that crazy. They're a second-round exit.
Here we go.
At best.
Maybe, Look.
I'm not discrediting your win. I'm just talking about
You just
discrediting
did. You just did. We beat the number one defense in the league,
Lord,
number one team in the
It's a
league.
great
We
win.
just beat them, and Brunson had a terrible game, and
No,
McDaniel
I was
shut
going
him
to say
down.
that
Basically,
the fact that you beat a good team with Brunson playing badly is great. That's a testament to how good this move is. But I'm talking about
we
the
need
Wolves,
your
man.
hate, Dime. Speak for these
I
haters.
like
I
the
love
Knicks.
it.
I don't like Rudy
you getting the best
Gobert.
out of me. Go ahead. We just beat the number one team in the league. We ain't hyped enough right now, Dime. You lucky. You're lucky. Keep talking that bullshit.
This
Dime.
is like, to be honest with you, for us three, this is really mild. We've been really behaving with this shit right here. We've been really behaving, y'all.
Please, because you see, Dom is really holding back that fire.
I love the Knicks. I don't like Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Because of Rudy Gobert. We know.
Yeah, and also, I will say, Karl Anthony Towns played the way I like him to play today. He was more aggressive.
In the fourth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the Knicks team better without RJ now. RJ was getting annoying, man. I was tired of hearing him. I don't like watching him play anymore. It's just
it's really fit. I love the OG fit, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, just the fit, man. It looked seamless out there. He was cutting to the basket, getting dunks in the paint.
His cutting was
being there at the right here. Oh, I'm here. Here.
Yo, hey, fellas, just real quick. Did you see that? It was like a screenshot of RJ at the podium with the Toronto Raptors jersey on.
Yeah. I haven't seen it now.
Yo, man, I always told myself I will never feel bad for nobody worth $100 million. I feel bad for that boy. Lord have mercy.
What's wrong? Why?
He good.
Yo, Fleet, look, when I say he looked like a sad puppy, because he know it's over.
What are you talking about? He's playing at home.
It don't care where you playing at. Listen, let me tell you something. What New York City does for people. It makes you a superstar. He's going to be able to walk around Toronto with no security. What are you talking about?
True.
He can ride with the top down, and nobody's going to go, RJ! Remember, in New York,
They would.
Okay.
Toronto's big into sports, bro.
Listen, he can get rid of all the security. He don't need nothing. Like now he can save all his extra money because he good.
Well, I was tired of hearing about him because he just hasn't improved as a basketball player, and they were making him out to be the second coming of Jesus because he's a Knick and has a seriously.
Maple Mamba came back home.
Oh my God, let
him go home.
You got too many Nova guys. Is Hart a better fit or a better piece to move for a more consistent player? No, I think Josh Hart's built for war.
Ooh, I would hurt my heart to lose Josh Hart, Fish. I would really like to keep him on our basketball team if we can.
Yeah, I think he's the type of guy that could be a bench player on a championship team. I really do.
If Embiid costs Josh Hart, then buy Josh. But you know what I'm saying? Right.
That's why I be laughing when they might be like, yo, you got rid of this person. Yo, nobody's untradeable. What y'all talking about, man?
I love you, Josh. But
I'm getting Nick hater vibes here from Fish. Maybe Barrett just needs a change of scenery with a better player development department.
And that goes back to my point from earlier. Enough of you can't develop on the Thibodeau. We gotta, if you're a self-starter, Julius Randle has gotten better. Mitchell Robinson has gotten better.
Look at
Jalen Brunson is way better than we thought. Emmanuel quickly has gotten way better.
Quentin Grimes, and I'm talking that's lower level player now. Like Quentin Grimes is growing just because Thibodeau infuses confidence in that dude. Like I don't know. RJ did nothing to his game to separate himself from being slightly above average to really, really good. That was it for me. Like he didn't do anything to it.
All you gotta do is look at his draft class, right, and see where a lot of those players are at, and even a draft class or two after him. And when you break down all those players, bro, he's not nowhere near none of their caliber.
But let's break that down. We always revisit that, Flea. That's Tyler Hero is playing really good this year.
Tyler Hero's just better than RJ Barrett. Like, let's not even mince words anymore. He's better than him.
But that was an argument for the last. See, Dom, you haven't been really listening to it.
AllBall's point aged well. Hero is better than him.
Okay, Uncle Ice been saying that. Shout out to Uncle Ice.
But how many players, if we can, like I said, I don't know if we have the time to do it now. We could take 2 minutes. If you could just look at his draft class and then maybe look at the draft class between when he came out and maybe the next year or two, you could probably name 20 players that's better than him right now. That is not good. You can't
in
keep
his class.
like
If we redrafted that 2019 draft class, I don't know if RJ goes number 3. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know if he's
He's
number 3.
not.
He may not go he might not be in the top 10.
Yeah,
right.
like, I don't know.
Darius Garland off top. Darius Garland,
Garland's
Tyler
definitely better
Hero,
than RJ Barrett. That's not even close.
Kelton Johnson.
There's some other guys. Yeah. There's some other guys that.
All right.
And then even if you look at guys that came after him, that's all just progress, and they just like look at a kid like Pinchero, right? I'm not saying RJ had potential to be better than him, but look at these guys. Look at how they go from one year to the next year, and then it's like they're budding superstars.
Well, he was. I don't know. He in college looked like he was going to be a stud. I'm not going to lie.
No,
And
but
it's been
that's
5 years.
RJ got 5 years, and I'm just listen, man. The Knicks made the right move. I'm glad we didn't do what we usually do.
Didn't you guys just pay him too?
And we got off that dead money.
Exactly.
Did you guys
Thank
just
you,
pay
Fleet.
him?
We had to get off that money. We had to get off that money too.
When did you guys pay him? Last summer or this summer?
Last
It
summer.
was-
Last summer.
Last summer.
Yeah.
So now the same money we're
last
giving him,
season, okay.
the same money we're giving him, OG's up for that money, and we got rid of IQ at the same time. But again, it's for somebody who fits better. Like I just can't dislike this trade.
Oh, it's Raj. Shout out to Raj, big time Laker content creator. Says OG might be the best 3-and-D guy in the league. Wow, it's high praise.
Maybe. For real.
Sucks.
Is Nas Reed 3-and-D?
No, he's like a big.
But Fleet, even if he's top 3, top 5,
Yeah.
that's what we just added to our team. You get what
Huge.
I'm saying?
And those guys going to paid a lot. OG's a champion too. He's got that playoff experience. Although wasn't he injured during that route a lot?
We forget that though.
Was he?
People quickly forget that.
As someone, this Toronto perspective from Phoenix Gen Z, as someone who watched OG Anunoby his entire career, I'm not shocked. Typical OG impact. IQ and RJ are starting for us tonight. Need IQ to reincarnate to Maxey.
Hopefully.
Fabia, I don't know if you can confirm this for me or not, but from the games I've seen, Randall has been their best player for the past 20 games.
Only because like Brunson had those great games against Phoenix, got the 50 ball. He had like 30-point games against he kills Dame Lillard, but consistently it has been Randall. That last game against what was the game before this?
The Magic. He had 38 against Orlando. Like
He was starting to do what
it was just the first 6 games, Fabian. The first 6 games he struggled. After that, he's just he's found his maybe his first win and is really just rolling right now. Like
they said on the broadcast, 18 straight games, 20 or more points. That's pretty impressive. I was shocked when I saw that.
This is his most efficient year in his career. They're saying like it's
and I think why this is also a great move is for a player like Randall to get his confidence up and get more shots because Barrett did take shots away from him, and I'm being honest, Barrett is not good enough to take away shots from arguably the first or second best player on the team. So yeah. I think this works mentally as well as just everything else. Like now Randall can be like, I ain't got to worry about Barrett taking maybe 5-10 of my shots that he didn't deserve.
And the spacing will probably be better too with OG anyway.
Way better spacing.
Yeah. Knicks next step is to find a way not to have to rely so heavily in the playoffs on if Randall's jumper is going in or not. I agree with that.
I hope he has not been settling, and that's what's been the biggest part of him playing well over these last 20 games. He does not settle. He can hit it. He can hit it.
Flea, I want to ask you and Fabian, because y'all Knicks fans, and Dom could chime in real quick. Just if you could be brief. How do you feel that we arguably had a shot to get to the conference finals, but we know Randall was hurt? Why do people just overlook that? Like when they say we didn't make a step, Dom, see, you see what I'm saying? We went 6 games in Miami. Our lead guy was really hurt.
Because and I'm gonna repeat what Dom said, and I don't agree, but that's what him and other people who watch Julius Randle go out there and get you 20 and 10, but it don't look good. Like it don't feel like 20 and 10. It doesn't look like 20 and 10, and the impact of his 20 and 10 is not the same as the impact of 20 and 10 from another guy in the league. But when he is playing efficient, like we remember that year where he was 25, 10 and 5, and he shot over 40% from three. That was like, I think, the first All-Star year in New York or something like that. But his impact there felt so much better because he was so efficient. He wasn't settling for the three, all that type of shit. Like, they don't like the way his game looks. So that's why for me, that's why they discredited him.
But he also hasn't had good games in the playoffs as a Knick, really. Like, let's be honest. And you guys won the 4-1 against the Cavs without him, really. So that's why everybody was like, oh, maybe they played. The conversation was starting to happen of whether they played better or not without Randall. You remember that?
Yeah, I thought that's crazy. I don't know.
Right. I didn't agree with that necessarily either, but I'm saying that's why people don't think. And the Heat beat Boston, so they're not going to get like, oh, if the Knicks could have beaten them. They're not going to say that.
But hold on, Fabian, you don't feel no way that the whole sports world, if it's any other team where they star players hurt, that's a real excuse. So now we don't have a real excuse that we actually could have got to the conference finals, but our lead dog was really injured.
What about Jimmy Butler getting injured?
Huh?
What about Jimmy Butler's injury that was very apparent as well?
Okay, what did he play in all games in the Miami series?
No, he missed
one.
He missed one.
Right?
That's
Right,
another reason why
but they X each other out then, Dom, because your league guy and our league guy, or one of our league guys, they got hurt. They were injured, so we had to make up for all that. And IQ did not show up in that series. And we got guys like DiVincenzo who can shoot and OG. So to your point, those are the guys we were missing to rotate against the Miami Heat. Sometimes the Miami Heat would leave our guys open to shoot threes. That's what we were missing. So yeah, to your point, if it was another team, we heard that about the Lakers last year too. LeBron was hurt. We hear that about every other team when somebody gets hurt. So, yeah, we deserve that sort of leeway, and Randall deserved that sort of leeway because now we see he was making progress starting at the end of last season, but now I would love to see him in a big pressure situation now. Do your meditation and everything like that. This is a different kind of guy. At least that was what we've seen in the first 2 months of the season.
But you know what? I'm gonna give props. You know what probably really happened? Caleb, Vince, and them guys played out their goddamn minds. That's what really happened. You couldn't stop a nosebleed with them dudes. I think Flea said it one day where it was like, them games where nobody misses. Mm-hmm. They had that shit for a whole playoff run. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I'll leave that alone. Miami just played out their mind. And
they got better. That rookie kid they got, Jaime, is amazing. Tyler Hero coming back the way that so they got better on the rotation. So we need OG to X out their main guy, which is Jimmy Butler. So all right, everybody's healthy, fully healthy. What do we see? Now we got OG on your superstar in the playoffs. We all know we respect Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Now we got somebody for you. We didn't have that before. We didn't have it. We'll keep going down on.
Let's get to them good old boys in LA.
Let's do it. I think the one benefit OG will get in the New York market is those all defensive selections. You're right, Flea. The best player usually wins. Let's have some fun. Throw some names out there. Who else can the Knicks get? Mitchell, maybe Brogdon, maybe Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant would be good.
No, he won't. Get out of here with that. You take him.
What?
You take Jeremy Grant.
You don't like him?
He okay.
Right.
You
got Jeremy Grant, Josh Hart. We got guys like that already. We need another number two.
Okay. Jeremy Grant took the money and ain't been the same ever since. You can keep Jeremy Grant.
Okay, I agree with Dime. Still waiting AllBall touching the CAA cartel like he would have done from first seconds if this was clutch. Here's an idea.
No comment. No comment.
Classic fish. Here's the idea. Allow it to move the needle. Stop tap dancing after one game.
Lord have mercy. We would have lost today.
Oh my God. Fish would have gone crazy. Maybe next season, Knicks make a big move and just like Fat Joe, they go all the way up in the East.
That's right.
Abraham G. Fournier pick and using trade exception for DeRozan.
That's nothing. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Flea, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We can get some of these players for nothing for salary dumps, bro.
I do it. Yeah.
Let's ignore a trade and theoretically, how many players make Knicks contender if you put them on that team? Well, that's a good amount. I'd say a good amount. Do you have a front office to make a move like that? Do you have the personnel to move to make a trade? Because your owner ain't cutting those checks alone. Fish.
Yes, we do.
Scooter. Oh, look who it is. Y'all not getting DeRozan.
Speaking of the Knicks fan, the Bulls fan.
Y'all need Lowry Markin. That would be great. But what with Randall? I always admired Knicks fans, so I will always show some support to Knicks flee. I need this delusional people on LeBron's side. Always. DeRozan fits anywhere. Why does he spell it like that? Fits anywhere in any system. DeRozan not up for grabs. Y'all can get Levine. Timberwolves out in the first round. What are we talking about? When the Wolves are in the finals, remember this time. I got you, Scam. We'll see about that. Y'all suck. Oh, my God. What's up, Carla? Says peace.
What's up, Carla?
Slick says, Nick Nation. Let's go.
Slick was good, Slick.
He plays proper basketball. He's a product of Nick Nurse. Oh, you're talking about OG. Emmanuel Quickly is the greatest player of all time. Oh, my God. Oh, is he going off already? New York still makes superstars? He's a 17 to 20-point player a game. Stop it. This is not the 90s anymore. Uh-oh. The Hart question is a real front office decision. Direct questions and direct decisions, not hate. Tibbs plays his stats 35-plus minutes. Y'all will be dead by playoffs. We played great even through our bad moments. Great, tough win tonight. He's just not a player for the Knicks organization. Who is he talking about? Well, Nurse was playing his players high minutes as well. Are you talking about some other players, Scooter? RJ will thrive in Toronto. Hell no. Randall's the best Knicks player. I've been saying that. I don't know about that. Randall's a regular season champ. Knicks ain't doing nothing big with him as their best or second best, says Young King. The team was younger when Nurse was doing that. I like the changes the Knicks are making, though. I feel like their final form is trading Randall for someone with balls and big moments. Pause. He's never been efficient. Stock said thoughts on Jared Allenino. He wants the all-star spot. You can tell. Probably deserves it too.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
He's been playing well.
I'd have to really think. I'd have to really sit down and look at the stats and all-stars and stuff. That's a conversation for like a week or two from now, maybe 2 weeks from now. No, because Tyler Hero was hurt. Oh yeah, Tyler Hero was hurt. Tyler Hero was the number one scorer. What's in that cup, Fabe?
Water.
Oh. Randall was hurt. You did well without him. Where are you now with him healthy? You can't dismiss that. You deserve that leeway. Absolutely. But right now, you are who you are. With OG now, we'll see.
We forget Mitchell Robinson is hurt, though, right? I know.
This is the last couple. Fish killing me. Y'all need Lauri Markkanen. Y'all not getting DeRozan. Larry played the three when he was thriving in Cleveland. We got 2 all-stars and 2 all-defensive players. All right, guys, last topic because I got to go to the Staples Center, see the Miami Heat and Eric Spoelstra.
Well, speaking of the Staples Center and people, a team who needs players, the Lakers. If the Knicks were the Lakers and we lost 8 out of the next 11, y'all would go crazy.
You said the Lakers need players. How? They got LeBron, they got AD, they got Cam Reddish, they got Christian Wood, they got
Austin Prince.
Height. What y'all talking about?
Vando.
So I guess AllBall wants to lead. AllBall wants to lead the way with this one. So what do you think about the last 8 of 11 games, AllBall? How do the Lakers look to you?
How they look last year. Once again, Fish said it. Always got to give props when they deserve it. Me and Fish went back and forth with this. I used to tell Dom last year, which he didn't believe me neither, Flea. When he'd be like, oh, boy, you serious? Lakers are a bad team? Yes, they're a bad team. They snuck into the conference finals last year. Somebody left the back door open, and good old LeBron, he know how to take advantage of something, and they snuck in there. This year, you see who they really are. For one, when they picked up Cam Reddish and Christian Woods, we all was saying, like, bruh, that's not doing nothing. So when y'all talk about moving the needle, that didn't move the needle. LeBron, I don't want to put this all on LeBron. I think Darvin Ham should have never got the job. He's in over his head. I don't think he's a good head coach. That's just my opinion. LeBron will never hand over the mantle to Anthony Davis. I just think what the Lakers are doing is what my Knicks used to do. Y'all putting stock and getting players that they not built for that. Cam Reddish ain't no starter in the NBA. Why is he starting?
Well, he might not be a starter on a championship team. I kind of agree with that. I don't think he's a starter on a championship team.
Right. You have a coach that, like I said, that can't be your first job. That at that caliber, no. So for me, I think the Lakers is in the mess. I think LeBron is older. So, I don't want to put this all on him. I know people think I'm going to go crazy on him. It is funny that he lost on his birthday. He lost on New Year's Eve. Like I said, they look bad, man. They look bad. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if they don't make the playoffs, hide your kids, because I'm coming to people's doors. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, you should.
I'm taking a flight to Houston. Which I'm gonna be respectful because you my brother.
I had them finishing number 1 at the end of the season. I did. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna run from that.
No.
I had them.
Give me 20 seconds. The Lakers lost the last 8 out of 11. When LeBron has 40, he's the GOAT. When he has a bad game, he's 39. We can't blame AD this year. He's been solid on both ends of the floor. So for y'all, what's the problem with the Lakers? If you have two of the, do y'all agree? Is LeBron and AD top 10 in the league today, or at least top 15?
Top 15 for sure.
Yeah, not top 15.
So y'all opinion, what's the problem? Because for me, you know me, I'm gonna say it's LeBron, but they're gonna take me as a hater. What's the problem with the Lakers?
They're pieces. They're pieces. You being funny because I know you can't Reddish, Christian Wood. Them guys are just okay, good players. Like they're just good players, man. They don't have any shooting, right? They don't have any guys that's gonna space the floor and really allow those two elite guys to operate. Those two elite guys operate just because they are elite. So imagine if they had the space, you would be like, oh my God, these guys are unbelievable. So I think they lack spacing. One of their primary ball handlers is inconsistent and he's like really bad right now. D'Angelo Russell has been awful. And he's one of their primary ball handlers. He's bad. They've changed up their lineup, right? They've tried to embrace this defensive lineup where now you have zero shooting in the lineup. It's I would tend to agree with what you're saying, AllBall, in terms of Darvin Ham being a little in over his head. I don't know if this is the job for him. I'm not gonna sit here and give you guys the replacement, but I don't think him, coaching this team. And yes, they went to the Western Conference Finals last year, so that isn't a tribute to him. But we've seen a lot of good coaches and a lot of subpar coaches, have success and know that, they're not in the best position. I don't think he's the best guy for the job and how they need to be coached and what they need, the Lakers, the limelight, all that type of shit. Now I think they need something different there. And go get some fucking shooters, man. You ain't got no shooters. You ain't got nobody that's really gonna pound the boards and rebound. They don't have the best team. Right? They just don't have a good team. That's just how I see it. I don't think they have a good team.
I disagree with that. I think if you had Ant-Man there, if you had
Look who you
the
just
coach
said.
like you.
Wait, time out, please. So you had them number 1, and now you're saying they don't have a good team.
Bro,
which guys have been the guys that have let you down? Who's been worse than you expected? Who's letting you down?
All of their ancillary pieces, bro.
Starting with Reeves all the way down?
Everybody else but their top 2 players. Everybody else has been disappointing throughout this season. Not what I at all. In terms of hitting shots, in terms of defending, in terms of making. I expected, and Anthony Davis is good, but I expected him to be MVP level, right? I expected him to be in that kind of conversation. He's not that. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been 1, 2, 3 guys that we're gonna say, oh, he's an MVP level. So no, I was wrong. I can say that I was dead ass wrong about them.
Well, here's my thing, right? When we saw this team get constructed in the offseason, it was they have their starting lineup figured out and they're just adding depth. They're adding Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish, and Christian Wood to a starting lineup of D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, Vanderbilt, and AD. Last season in the playoffs, they made their identity on defending and defending really well. Now it's really just Anthony Davis. Without him, their defense is terrible. They're just garbage defensively. And Vanderbilt being out to start the season kind of hurt because they started Taurean Prince, and now Darvin Ham's kind of Taurean Prince can make threes better than Vando, and he's a decent defender. So now he's that's the best of both worlds. So now Taurean Prince, who's never been a starter on any good team, is now a starting player on a championship contender. Alongside that, Dennis Schroeder, a player that was really good defensively in the playoffs and at the point of attack, second half of the season, guarded Steph Curry really well in that second round series. They lost him. They thought maybe Gabe Vincent could replace him. Gabe Vincent hasn't even been involved.
Niggas a lemon. Fuck out.
He's injured the whole season.
They bought a lemon.
I hate those dudes that get paid and then all of a sudden get hurt. Get these niggas out of here.
Dom, what happened to Hachimura, who was a good player?
He's still fine. He's still fine.
Playing well.
I think he doesn't get enough minutes at times, but that's the thing, as Flea mentioned. Their lineups are kind of all over the place. They haven't found any sort of consistency, and separating D'Lo and Reeves in the beginning of the season was a real thing, because last season, the starting lineup, they had 4 real threats that could go off for 20 points any given night. And then early in the season, they were like, okay, Reeves and D'Lo kind of do the similar things. They're both not great defensively. Let's separate them and make one a 6-man. Austin Reeves has been doing really well, actually, as a 6-man. But now they move D'Lo to the bench to try to do this all-out defense thing, and they don't even look good defensively. And you know that's going to make their offense worse. So they got to figure it out. Maybe the job is too big for Darvin Ham, but it's like, I don't think the roster is good enough. I don't think any coach is winning a championship with this roster right now because, as we've said, AD is great, but he's not an MVP, not a top 5 guy. And LeBron, like he looked great in that in-season tournament. Now he looks like now he's back to, he's the best 39-year-old we've ever seen, but I don't think he's the best player on a championship team anymore.
Let me ask Fabian this, right? Let him get in on this. Pause. This Lakers team constructed roster-wise, is it better than those Cleveland Cavalier rosters, in y'all opinion?
No.
Kevin Love was much better than people give him credit for.
No. I'm not talking about the Kevin Love. I'm talking about
it matters. He was on the team.
The rosters that they used to say LeBron took to the championship and didn't have anybody. Remember, they say he can do more with less.
He has Anthony Davis.
Back in 07? Like those type.
No, I'm just asking. Fleet. Remember, once again,
he's a different kind of player.
You never jump out the window. But I'm talking. This is for the people that still tell me LeBron is the greatest player in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying for me, you have a top 5 player right alongside of you, offensively, defensively. Like I said, LeBron, he okays these players being either traded, let go, or re-signed. You should have never re-signed Russell.
I mean,
Hachimura deserves a bigger part. He's better than all of them, maybe besides Reeves. He's better than every player on there besides probably Braun, AD, and Reeves.
I think that this team is better than those Cleveland teams, especially the last 2 Cleveland teams in terms of depth. I just think LeBron is not. He's 39. He's not the same LeBron, and they keep acting like he is.
Thank you.
Yeah, whichever one. LeBron, he cannot. He's a number 3 option right now. What the hell is he doing? Trying to run?
Fuck. That's
what is the surprise? How is he not? How
number 3? He goes from number 1 to being number.
Dom, stop, because you spoke for long enough. I still have not yet to hear the smoke for this dude. How is he a number 1 or number 2 option if they're losing like this? They don't have a number 1 option. They don't have a number 1 option. If he was the same LeBron, he could make up for all the mistakes that his team makes. And me and Flea always talk about this. Braun never really had a team, an offense that really fit well alongside him. Miami, I don't care what offense it was. It never does. So when the Mike Millers of the world, they get hot in game 6 or whatever against OKC, whoever, he gets 8 3-pointers in the game. Ray Allen gets you with that 3-point shot in the corner. Yeah, you get these stagnant, like 3-point shots. But you got to be at the top of the key. It's different when you're 28 years old and you get to go on any part of the floor that you want to because you're the best athlete we've ever seen in our life. Yes, you're still a super duper athlete. But nah, man, you ain't the number 1 player anymore. You got to stop acting like that. And you went into 4 or 5 years of a Lakers franchise years doing this. That is, again, I said it last week. That's his fault. He has to live out this hell for himself. You didn't realize that AD was injury prone and he might not make it this far. Yeah, he looks great on defense, but on offense, he's not a top 10 guy. He ain't even top 20. Come on, man. And he can't make up. And LeBron can't make up for that. He just can't because skill wise, it's a degree or 2 lower than what he used to be, and that's just father time.
Anthony Davis is not a top 20 player offensively right now today. What are you talking about?
You can't name 20 guys that right now is better than him on offense. Are you crazy?
How can you say
think
LeBron
he's better on offense than Jalen Brunson? Let's keep it 1,000.
What
He's
are you
better. He's better than SJ on offense.
No,
He's better than
to
Giannis right now on offense.
answer your
All right,
question,
then.
no. You're not going
All
to
right,
name
then.
20 guys that's better than him offensively right now.
How
No.
is LeBron?
Okay, then.
How is LeBron
So what
James
was the vicious statement? You guys get so shocked
No,
about something that's
how is
real.
LeBron James? How does LeBron James go from not being a first option, which is a fine take, to not even being a second option? He's a third
Wow.
option right now.
How?
LeBron James is the best second option in the league if he's the clear-cut second option.
No, he's
Cool.
not.
So sometimes he's a
Who's
first.
better
No.
than
Hold on. You ain't gonna just let Dom.
Okay.
I know we can't
Maybe-
wait so long. He is not the greatest second option right now in the NBA. No, he's not.
Devin Booker? I mean, they're not proving their point. They're pointing either way.
Kevin
All
Durant.
right, but-
There's a lot of
all right,
yo.
but
So
what
wait, is Devin
LeBron
Booker
James?
the-
Hold on. Now
Devin
y'all
Booker's
got
the first option?
This is LeBron James proven.
More than almost every single player that's playing in the NBA, if not more. Actually, yeah, he's proven more than any player in the NBA.
If the playoffs started today, they're not even in the playoffs.
But he's not as well. We're saying the whole live. It's the other.
Don't fumble and bumble now.
I'm telling
We're
you,
saying
they
the
got
whole live.
No,
But why are you
LeBron-
guys coming at me like I'm not willing to get on LeBron? I'm really quick to get on
I'm coming
LeBron.
at you because you guys get so disgusted when I say AD's on the top 20 offensive player right now, and
Fuck that for
LeBron
a
is a
sec.
third
Fuck that
option
for a
at best right now.
Third
because
option at best is nuts. So
Because
Jamal Murray,
okay, so all right,
did-
so some nights he looks like a number one, right? Some nights he looks like a number two. Sometimes he's gonna look great. A lot of times he's not. He can't make up for all that stuff with his team.
That's true.
He thinks it's 2013 still. That's the problem. That's part of the problem.
Where does he go? Why does he go to number 3 though? That's all valid, but why does he go to number 3, not number 2?
Because you can't rely on him, bro. He's again. We can't keep saying he's 39 and then forget it when we want to conveniently do that. You can't. He's gonna be inconsistent now. It's just he's human. That's just what it is. He's not
He's
there,
more
and they did
consistent
not. They didn't project that. They didn't anticipate any of this. That's the
He's more-
crazy part.
What are you guys talking? He's more consistent than most of the league still.
Consistent at what? Did you see last night where he let Alvarado rip him like that?
Doing
you
what
crazy?
LeBron James does. A little bit of everything.
Now I see why AllBall be going crazy, bro. Because 1 minute he's this, 1 minute is that. No, he's 39 and he looks like it. That's what it is.
He does not look like it for who? Because the regular
For him.
39-year-olds don't put up 25, 7, and 7. He's shooting 40% from 3. His defense is inconsistent. There's no doubt about that. From a game to game, you don't know what to expect. But offensively, 90%, he's always going to be positive for the Lakers on offense. Maybe even more.
Take the 25-7-7 out of that lineup. How good are the Lakers?
Oh my God.
I'm asking a question. You could call on God if you want to. I'm asking a question.
So are we replacing him with somebody else that's supposed to be a number 2 or number 1 caliber guy?
No.
Or we just taking him out? Because if you do that, of course they're gonna be worse. His leadership skills. There's a lot that comes with
And they have a lot of
LeBron
cap
off the
space to
court as
make up
well.
for. That's
They
true.
might be better.
No, they wouldn't. You guys are nuts.
See, look, Flip, but you have no rebuttal for that. But I think the third
Number
option, you guys go
3
nuts.
option is
All
just crazy.
All right.
He'd
Okay,
walk
hold on.
under
So
your.
what's
If LeBron showed up in New York tomorrow, he's the number 1 option, and all of a sudden you have a
No.
chance to win it all.
Oh,
you're
what?
bugging? What are you talking about?
What you say?
He's gonna be a number 1 option over Brunson? Come on, man.
We need to end this
Come on,
live
man.
right now. We need to end this live right now. LeBron James comes to New York, and we're talking about Jalen Brunson.
Like,
Jalen Brunson.
I don't think y'all understand. You would still think like if he came to us, he wouldn't be the number 1 option. That's what you're saying.
LeBron James.
But
It's
hold on,
LeBron
hold on.
James.
All right, hold on, but that's LeBron James in year 29.
29.
But
He's
if
still better than Brunson.
Yo, you know what's
How?
funny? You
If
said
he's
this.
skilled,
You said
but if
that.
he's skilled, go ahead, Fabian.
No,
You
he
think
did the
Brunson's
same
better
thing
than
to me
LeBron?
about RJ Barrett 2 years ago. Retweeted it and had all these Twitter dudes come at me, and I had to laugh at them. I laughed at all of them and retweeted them. I should be retweeting them today.
If you
Did the same thing.
no. If you
No.
oh my, so are you telling me to post you saying LeBron's not a first option? See, the thing is,
No, that's no, Don. What I'm telling you
You're
is that
gonna
you
go viral,
sold
bro.
me out.
We might need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
post that.
He's a third. Listen, he's a third option because of he's gonna be inconsistent. He
So
cannot.
Jamal Murray's
if he was,
consistent.
bro, if he was consistently that guy, he would be the number 1 option, and they wouldn't have these problems. What the hell are you people talking about?
Why does it go from you can't be a number 1 to number 3 though? Why can't you be number 2?
That's where the disconnect.
Sometimes he's that. There's no disconnect.
No, sometimes he's number 1.
He's 40, bro.
He's the
I'm
best
41
we've ever
right now.
seen
This
at that
shit
age.
hurts.
No, he's not just another 40-year-old.
Yes, what? Hold on. All right, before we go. What? And I said this before, and it's going to sound weird. What is he doing so spectacular?
He's a worse version of the LeBron James that we've known our whole lives.
Hold on. Is he in the MVP race?
He shouldn't be.
No, I'm asking. All right, so no, right? Thank
He's
you.
not.
Thumbs up. Right. They're agreeing with me. He's not an MVP race. Is he leading the league in steals, rebounds, assists, blocks, anything?
Is he top? I think he's top 10 in scoring. Is he not? Or top 10?
You just answered my question. Thank you. I ain't even got to go further.
He can do but the thing about LeBron is, why are you pigeonholing him? He does a little bit of everything. That's what he does. And he's still one of the highest IQ players in the NBA. And he's battle tested like crazy. He has forgotten more than some of these guys know about NBA playoff basketball.
Your favorite player at 39 was not doing what he's doing.
Right. No, nobody ever was doing this.
But, and that's. I don't want to cut you off, Lee. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just flat out. I think it's simple. He's not. We're not gonna find another 39-year-old playing at his level. Now, the expectation when we say that is, okay, well, if we've never found another 39-year-old to play his level, the Lakers should be better, and there should be championship level, and that's just not how basketball works. It's not gonna work like that. It's just not going to work like that. Jordan wasn't playing like that.
These comments are connected to what we're saying, so we should just read them to start closing the show out.
If you real quick, if you want to, but that's the problem that you and Dom keep pointing to. You're comparing him to him, and yes, that is special. We're comparing him to every other 39-year-old that ever existed, but that is the reason why he's 39 and should not be the number 1 or 2 option. That has been in the history of mankind. That's not the guy that you rely on for your offense.
Not a number 2 option is a horrendous take. I'm sorry. Anyway,
I don't know who else was a 39-year-old a legit second option like that. Day in, day out, maybe in the championship, maybe for a series. No, but
we see him at 39 being number 1 or number 2 option. We see what it's getting them, right?
No.
Lose 8 out of the last 11 and looking like straight dirt.
No, because people don't even agree if he's number 2. That's the thing. They don't even agree. All right. Scooter says, I'm sick of people giving the Lakers excuses. We got Randall and Brunson making all-star, OG and Hart making all defense. AllBall overrates the players of 2 teams like a motherfucker. Knicks and, of course, Lakers. Lakers just need to get to the playoffs, and nobody wants to play them, Scooter said. Oh, my God, Scooter. I think maybe.
Niggas
the Lakers
play the Lakers.
Who?
Any team can't wait to play the Lakers.
I would disagree. With LeBron and AD, can't wait to play them. Fish says the Lakers need Jerry Buss to reincarnate and Jerry West to come back and Jesus to resurrect. Jabari says, after the OG trade, where do you all see the Knicks ceiling? Lastly, who do you want to see in the East Conference playoffs? Who do you not want to see?
LeBron and them got swept last year. Y'all talk about nobody want to see them.
In the conference finals, they're one of the last 4 standing. AllBall.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, where do you guys see what's the Knicks ceiling? I say second round. You guys say conference finals, I'm guessing?
I say if we peak, it's conference finals. Like if we peak and play like
what's the Lakers ceiling?
No, just answer. He's the Hawks. The guy's a Hawks fan. Be nice to him.
I don't care. What's the Lakers ceiling? They got the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fabian, you gonna answer?
Yeah. What's the Lakers ceiling?
No. What's the Knicks ceiling, Fabian, for this?
The Lakers ceiling is a play-in loss.
Everybody want to know
play-in loss.
You guys are ridiculous. Anyway.
I think the Knicks. I agree with Flea. Conference finals because we're a matchup problem for a lot of these guys for Boston. But you know what? I'm gonna say second round, bro. I'm gonna say second round because we don't. Boston got better, Philly got better, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. I know you 3 are diehard Knicks fans. The question is, if your life was on the line, you're letting Randall shoot to save you?
No.
If your answer is no, you ain't winning shit with him. Shit,
again, that's another loaded question. Dime, you gotta be smart aleck dudes in the comments. No, if my life depended on it, hell no. I got a pension to collect.
I'd let Kawhi shoot to save mine. Oh my god.
I mean, that's
come on, man.
Kawhi. I disagree, Scooter. Yes, 2 play-in teams made conference finals and finals last year, but Lakers' new team that dominated regular season after trades and Miami have Spo and Butler played insane in first round. Lakers bored until they get to the playoffs. I hate that shit. They're gonna get bored. They're gonna bore themselves into the play-in spot, Scoot. The question is, Braun top 15 or just padding stats for his legacy? Not to mention,
there's nothing
injury.
else that could be done to. What else is he gonna do to?
He got the number one scoring. Not to mention injuries, both teams benefited, especially Miami with Boston. Bucks stuff and Boston as a team had brain damage during their series. Jarius Algerias, as a Lakers fan, they're just not a championship team. It's just Braun and AD with mediocre role players and an incompetent coach. It's rare where they have good team wins. Stocks, you will see I'm right. Disagree now, it's cool. I'm always of unpopular opinion, but I'm right majority of the time. Nobody wants to play the Lakers in 7 games, and I hate the Lakers. I'm a Bulls fan. Sorry, but LeBron has been defending at least on slightly above average. No? Yeah, I'd say slightly above average. Obviously, you have his down moments where it makes lowlights. Scooter, I'm a big Lakers fan, but you can't just say nobody wants to play the Lakers with how bad they look right now and just assume they're going to turn it on. I agree.
Yeah, just turn it on. Yeah.
So Ham, Mike Brown, Silas, Blatt, Frank Vogel, all scapegoat staff. Lakers are champion contenders depend on how the playoffs get matched up. If Denver gets eliminated, it's the Lakers to win. I'd say my Clippers might have something to say about that. How is this happening? Braun just won the in-season NIT. No, they're not championship contenders, and that hurts to say. How is this happening? They just raised the banner. Yeah, I can see the season is just a formality. They worried about being healthy in the playoffs. They can just turn it on.
I'm going to be real. If they could get the best player in the draft, which is probably Bronny James, then I think they could turn it around.
Oh, my God, stop. Well, LeBron, now out of his prime.
How your smoke is going to go down to his son?
Oh
like, you a different type of nigga. Yo,
stop.
A different type of nigga, boy.
You can't debunk. Oh, bro, he's going to be 70 years old. Bronny's kid. Like, he's overrated on the live on some.
It's crazy, dog.
You can't debunk.
Insane. His son is going to get it now. This is crazy.
You can't debunk.
That was a major shot. Oh boy, is he gonna be 70 years old? Talking about Bronny James overrated. That was messed up.
Johnny James' kid. You can't debunk a narrative about his career with current LeBron.
But hold on, Dom. I'm sorry, just real quick. Y'all see how USC is looking with Bronny James? They tough.
They weren't good to start. And we're not good. Anyway, this team is, you're crazy. Yeah, this team is better than every Cavs team except 2016. I disagree with that scam. Likely, no way.
Shout out to the James family, Clutch Sports. Shout out to you guys, man.
They're not better than the 2017 Cavs, in my opinion. Scam or 2015.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be serious. Y'all playing around, man.
The Clippers are the best team in LA.
No, you're wilding. You're wilding, bro. This guy's wilding, please. He's trying to get us kicked off.
Clippers are the best team in LA. Hopefully they stay healthy. They're due. But you have to get to the playoffs first. Braun is the system. Cut it out. Braun is still looking good at this stage in his career, so I don't think it's him that's the problem. The problem is the rest of the team. Golden Knight merch says, some Golden Knight says, sneaking into the Western Conference Finals is crazy. LOL. Knicks should try sneaking in sometime. LeBron can't play with superstars. He don't make players better. He highlights people's skills, says Scooter. It started getting rid of the house of the future for AD. Then Caruso and Rondo and Howard, etc. And now he's handpicked the cast of the White Shadow this year. Kawhi is greater than LeBron. Switch LeBron for Kawhi, they immediately title contenders. Are you a Kawhi stan, dude? You've been on Kawhi's stuff.
Has he noticed where's Kawhi, bro? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Sneaking in is just being salty. At least I know Dime is the only one who actually watches Laker games in here, because the other takes, yikes. LOL. Well, Flea hasn't said LeBron anything that crazy about that. Yes, AD is better than Jalen Brunson. Cut it out. For real. Dime speaking facts. Thank you, Jarius. If Davis can't do it every night, he's not top 20. Respect Flea too, Golden Knight. He be speaking truth when it comes to Lakers as well. LeBron James lost to the champions. Y'all got to cut it out. Fabian Wright. Hella players better than AD offensively. Durant and Booker think they're Michael Jackson, but in reality, they're just Tito. But they don't. The playoffs don't start today. They start in 40 more games. They'll be fine. Flea is solid. Yes, LOL. How you can't rely on LeBron? They was around off the championship. Y'all said Brunson could be number one on championship team, but LeBron is third wheel. Yeah, that's true. You sound crazy. LeBron's the sixth out.
LeBron's the sixth out. Shit.
Yeah, he said, y'all, this is for you, Fabian. Y'all said, and AllBall. Y'all said Brunson could be number one on a championship team, but LeBron is third wheel.
No, I'm saying he's a number one lead guy on the team.
No.
LeBron's not a number one lead guy on the team to take him to the second round, first round, maybe.
No, get LeBron out of here, man. Get out of here.
He goes to number 3 because he's inconsistent. He goes to number 3 because he's inconsistent. If he has a good first half, he done for the fourth. That's not always true, though. LeBron clears the shit out of Brunson, even in regular season where LeBron coasts here and there. For real. Laker fans are not having this. LMAO, Brunson, number one option over LeBron. LMAO. No, AllBall saying they're better without him? Bro's smoking. Yes. Bron will be the number one option.
Hold on. No, stay there, Dom. How many games did the Lakers win when LeBron was out? Remember they went on like a 10-game winning streak?
No. They
No?
didn't have no 10. You're just making things up. I'm 100% agreeing with Dime.
How many games did they win?
I don't know. Not even that significant for me to remember. I'm 100% agreeing with Dime.
We don't. Go ahead. Oh, man.
LeBron would most definitely be the number one option over most of the league just because of his name. AllBall, dead. You man's bugging. Dime speaking facts. Thanks, man. You guys ever get tired of saying that? Regardless of his skill. LeBron will be the number one option. Anywhere he go, he is the system. He don't play in the system. So he's the real system, not Harden. Brunson ain't either. Of course, Bron is going to be the option no matter what team. Warriors, Celtics, Bucks, Clippers. They slow down now. He's not just walking into the Clippers and being the number one option. We have battle-tested champions. LeBron is still the best player in the league at 39. No, he's not. Scooter, how can
you see what I'm saying?
No, you're right about that. No, he's not.
See what I'm saying?
Not including the wisdom in the lineup.
No. Hold on. You're not averaging 30. Your team is not top 5, top 6. How are you the best player in the league?
Scooter. He's not on here. Scooter.
No, but there's a lot of other LA fans that probably feel like that.
They don't. Laker fans do not. LeBron stands. Laker fans don't think he's the best. None. I don't know one Laker fan that thinks he's the best.
Real Laker fans do not like LeBron James.
No, forget
they don't like
not
him.
All of them. It's very. There's some that don't, but a lot. Most do.
Fabian, can you try before we go? Can you try to find that winning streak that the Lakers went on when LeBron was hurt last season?
Mods.
Last season.
Mods can do. I got to get out of here in about 5 minutes because Jaime Jaquez and the crew are waiting. SGA, Jokic, Embiid, and he's just listing a bunch of guys are all better offensive than AD. Well, we'd have to read those another time. Garland.
I read him. I don't agree.
Okay. Lakers beat two teams as an underdog last year. Literally, media. First of all, Vegas was choosing you over Memphis. Let's not do that. Most importantly, Vegas picked opposite teams. Did Vegas pick Memphis? I don't think so.
Have mercy.
Lakers can possibly win the championship if somebody beat Denver. Fish. Kawhi playing tonight. Oh, really? Oh, yes. Is Kawhi playing, guys? Can we get that confirmed? Scam likely, please. For the Bron stands in the comments. Let Bron be the number one option right now for your franchise. See you at the lottery. LeBron fans don't think he's best either. That's not true. You're a rare breed. Also, Scuda is a Bulls fan. Jordan was getting kicked in the first round, and Jordan was the best player in the league. I think. I wasn't alive. No comment.
I hope I'm Jordan Anthony. Is he also love to say about Jordan 2000 Jordan? Like he was that bad. He wasn't that bad. Number one. Number two, you gave him Anthony Davis or something like that in that Eastern Conference. They're not doing this bullshit.
Okay, but wait, whoa! I thought he was talking about the young Michael Jordan before.
Okay, I know what he's talking about. When the first 7 years before Scottie Pippen. I know what he's talking about.
I want to know who you all think is the best player in the playoffs if everyone's healthy. I'm going Jokic. He's earned that title until he's removed from me.
Right now, I'm going Giannis.
I'm going with Kawhi.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm going Giannis. He's amazing.
Wait.
I'm gonna go Giannis too.
Wow, even after last year's debacle.
Giannis was hurt last year. I don't think.
What about the games he played though? He wasn't good.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
talk to this man, Flea. Talk to this man, Flea.
Playoffs. I think that back injury was a little more. He's fully healthy. They don't lose to Miami last year.
Okay. Law says Kawhi is there and doing his practice, so he'll probably play. Okay, so we don't know for a fact yet. All right. I'm going with Brunson. Last comment. Giannis, he a dog with no bag. I'm gonna wait until the matchups in the playoffs. All right.
I saw Carmelo say that dead wrong. You better go watch Giannis. He has a different bag this year. I'm shocked. I was dead wrong about the Hakeem thing. I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep repeating it because I was wrong.
We were dead wrong. I'll remind you.
Let's wrap it up, Fabe.
For Sportsmen, usually Sundays at 8 p.m. Today, New Year's episode for you guys. Nice. That is Dime Dropper. AllBall, All We Live Fleet. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 o'clock. 2 episodes every week. We're going to be live everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. We're on all these things, man. Come join us. For Sportsmen.
Happy New Year to everybody, man.
Yeah,
to y'all brothers for y'all go. Dom, Flea, Fabian. Love y'all brothers. Happy New Year's, y'all families. May all our 2024s just be great, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Oh man, you didn't get the fireworks on that one.
I know. Trying.
Chat. Love y'all for Sportsmen Suckers. Hey, check out my more in-depth Laker post game of the last 2 losses on my channel. And also tomorrow, Clippers Miami Heat vlog will be out on the channel. So tune in. And the basketball in Figueroa out on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, you'll have the vlog. I'm sorry, live after we play the Suns. I can't wait for that one. Beat them the fuck up.
Hey, Bradley Beal, they got the big three. They coming together now.
Oh, KD got hurt. He's not in the lineup tonight too.
You get
What
hurt,
happened to him?
soreness, load management. They just, you know what? They're not getting enough reps.
Well, when they was all together the other night, they looked damn good.
They're playing Charlotte, Flea.
I know, but they look damn good.
No, they beat the Magic last night.
My sixth graders might look good against Charlotte.
They beat the
All right.
Magic
For
last
Sportsmen,
night.
y'all have a
For
great.
Sportsmen. Wednesday.